same you threw, Neil, maybe a little up. Yeah! Hard! Hard! Hard!
Yeah, we need to go a bit for line.
No! Hey. How much ice should I be giving you? Take out. It's best if you get the tap. Stop that.
Tap this in the air. Back house weight.
Yep. Hard. Three.
Not coming, not coming.
Shot.
A little more, a little more, a little more. All right, that's right.
Freeze or a little tap, it's T-line.
Yeah, I think so.
3-1-2.
I can't on the wing.
I want to hit and roll. I don't want
Well, if we hit and roll, we'll be behind the T line.
Where?
Not bad. Yeah, if they freeze, we freeze on top of their floor or something.
Take a look.
Okay.
Stay with it, Ben. Stay with it. Yes. Okay, now done. Yes. Laura? Yes. There you go. Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, Eva. Whoa. Good shot.
Yes! This line!
throw right down to it, but
Wait. Bring it. Hard.
City 2.
Hard.
Think cut gears good? Yeah. This is all right when you jam it. It's pretty bad. Right? I think coming here and being a bit light's okay.
all the way, guys. That's good. All the way hard. Up against it.
Actually, no, I like a hair last maybe here. Wait.
press the mute button for you. Yeah.
Got it. There we
Cool.
go. Much better. Normal speaking range. We've really improved since sitting there and just getting the stream set up, so now we can actually watch the game and have some commentary for it.
All right, hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure if we have anybody in our live stream right now. Do we have any viewers? Ten. Wonderful. Thank you all for joining us tonight for the annual Cherry Blossom Bonspiel, hosted here at the Potomac Curling Club in Laurel, Maryland. And here we have on our feature sheet Team Wiggins, Yellowstones. If you haven't already figured out by now, I'm sure you guys have been watching long enough. And Team Buffington, Redstones. Certainly have a pretty good league going on for Team Wiggins. She had a great start.
Just stolen one every time since then.
Yeah. And right now she's sitting in the house for 3. Looking pretty good.
Yep.
Cannot complain for Team Wiggins here.
Clog that middle up and make Team Buffington make a shot.
My name is Spencer Stevens.
And I'm Joe Morrison.
We're both members here at Potomac. And we're joining you late in the draw for commentary. We didn't have anybody signed up for this draw in particular, so filling in impromptu, just so there's some voices
We know
going
you guys
on.
get lonely at night, so we want to sit there and make sure that there's at least a little bit of sound, sit there and lull you to sleep. By the way, this is still the best team name for the entire Bonspiel, I'm quite sure.
Joe's referring to Kylogen and the Storm Curlers.
It made me laugh for far too long. It might have
Consisting
been the
of-
beer, it might have been the good name, it's hard to tell.
Consisting of members from Potomac, CCVA, that's Curling Club of Virginia, Richmond, and Long Island Curling Club.
Not to be confused with any team actually playing in our feature sheet currently, though. But hopefully in the near future we get the chance to sit there and cast a game of theirs so I can enjoy myself greatly over their name. And for all of those unaware, Team Wiggins is a Potomac Curling Club team, and Team Buffington is a team from the Pittsburgh Curling Club.
All right, so I was wondering where Buffington is from. Team Buffington is Pittsburgh, yeah.
Yep. Found it a second ago. It took me like 15 sheets of paper to find where it was at.
Nice. Yeah, I ran over and checked the brackets.
Okay. Dobbs' new sound system over there is active, and I thought there was actually a live violin. in the
That's what I
background
was thinking
somewhere.
too.
I was like, oh my word,
Yeah.
who brought the fiddle in? But I guess he just likes feeling old and homey like a Sweet Busch Gardens or a Sweet Disney World skit.
Yeah. So speaking of brackets, I hope you guys at home have done your brackets for this.
Oh, there's games going on right now, aren't there? Why wouldn't we want to watch
yeah,
that?
that's
There's
right.
curling on instead. By far the better choice.
And if you are unaware, the Women's World Championships, I believe in Halifax, are going on.
Yes, they are right now. I saw Team US won, and Team Canada actually got shut out by Japan 11-2 in the
Yeah,
6-10.
they've been doing pretty fantastically this year.
Japan or Canada?
Japan.
Okay, making sure.
Yeah, Japan. So
I was about to say I was waiting
Well,
for the bad to come after
so-
fantastically over there.
of course, you know, it's the standard for Canada to do well. So
Okay, we have a shot here from the vice of Team Wiggins, Laura Betty.
all right, look, we're going for the tap there.
Yeah, they cleared a couple of the Potomac stones out. So it's not as bad for Pittsburgh as it was a little bit earlier, but still, they're not sitting many stones right now.
Oh, and They sit just outside of the house. It's a guard, very tight 3 guard.
Yeah, he covers that middle stone, the shot stone, a bit. And there's nobody on the stream can see from here, I don't think, but there is a high guard covering the red stone that you can see in the house currently. So the Potomac guard is at least half covered, maybe even 3/4 covered right now.
If you clean up the top, that's fine.
So it looks like they're calling for heavyweights to grab that second shot stone. If they hit the guard, then it's also acceptable, but it looks like it's been thrown a little wide. It might flash through. Oh, just a little kiss. And rolls right off. All right, Skip Wiggins calls for a pretty tight guard to cover the other shot stone. Or second shot stone.
Just sitting there and completely covering up the middle, it looks like.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, when you're ahead this much in this end, I mean, don't see a reason not to do that.
And it looks like it'll be coming in.
It looks a little fast from here.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's going to sit there and hit on one of these stones, bump it
I
back.
think so. And that's actually not a bad result. They're
No.
covering the pin.
Yeah. There's still a draw, it looks like, you could possibly get in there, but you got to get a little bit of weight to get through there and then hit the other stone out.
Yeah. So yellow stones, 1, 2, and 3. They just tapped one up onto the pin to sit pretty well under cover.
Yeah, let's see what they look like they're going to go for here. I don't know. It looks like they're going to sit there and try to get a bunch of stones and a bunch of hits right here.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to blow stuff up.
Yeah, a lot of weight. Let's see how much weight this guy can throw.
Open up the middle.
Looks like
and put
Paul
the
Fay
hammer
for
down
Team
there.
Buffington right now is about to. Actually, I'm sorry, Neil Turner. That's got a lot of weight behind it. I'm afraid it's a little narrow on broom, though. It's going to hit stuff for sure, though.
Yep.
Well, promoted a Yellowstone in, but how's the front look? Ooh, it's wide open now.
Yep, pretty open now, so they got to guard up. Not exactly the result they were looking for, but now it's open.
Yep. It's okay, though. This game could be a very difficult game because it looks like Ben Keane really wants the win here. Okay, and Wiggins come back down to sit there and throw the first of her skip rocks.
Do you think we can flip it on and just close it up or no? No. Okay.
Joe, have you had a chance to go downtown yet?
Downtown where?
Downtown
the curling
DC.
club?
DC.
I have not for the Cherry Blossom. That's where you're getting
Yeah,
at for this.
so the cherry blossoms are in full bloom right now.
They are beautiful. I have seen them driving down 395 past the tidal basin.
Nice.
So it has taunted me in the nice weather, but I have not made it down to
Nice.
DC for that.
So for any of you watching tonight, if you're local, then you'll definitely want to check it out. Especially if you haven't gone. It's an amazing experience.
Great weather right now. Lots of pretty cherry blossoms, lots of events going on. No reason not to walk through. So I'm afraid that this guard here is
There was
sitting there
a
and
pick.
curling
Yeah, it was a
way
pick.
more than they. Oh, it was pick. Okay. That is not what they wanted. This is definitely gives the opportunity for Team Buffington here to sit there and take a nice shot into the house.
Yeah, just a noser will get the double.
Exactly, get the W stick, and now it's up to Team Wiggins to figure out what to do.
Definitely checking out the angles. If they do hit it right on the nose, which I believe they're going to go for, they're still going to be exposed.
Correct. I feel like they have to do that route anyway, though. I
Yeah.
don't see how they get 2 here unless Team Wiggins misses a shot. So because of that, I would probably go towards hitting it on the nose, knocking 2 out, and then maybe just going for the last draw of the game to get a point. At least you're on the board then, and you can try to build off that going into the end of the game. I don't know, unless you see anything that's particularly fancy they could get 2 or 3 points out of.
I think this is the shot. There are a lot of things that can go on in 3 stones.
Always are, always are.
Fired away.
Down the ice.
Sweepers are already on the ice.
Oh yeah, it just crossed the center line.
It's curling pretty hard.
That's the same line I feel like Team Wiggins took in the previous shot, and it curled more than the sweepers were expecting it to, so they never held it where they wanted it to be. Wondering if there's an issue on the ice down the center line, or if it's actually just the skips misreading the ice a bit.
You know, that could be the case. I was on Sheet B last night for Capital League, and we had some pretty crazy swings. It picked a couple times, and considering there's a scrape today.
Correct, there was a scrape 2 hours before this, so nobody else played on the ice since then.
I couldn't say that, you know, the ice conditions be the same, but maybe it's the, there's a
could be debris. Could
curling god of Sheet B.
It is a vengeful, wrathful god.
No matter the conditions of the ice, it's always the curling god of Sheet B.
It is the crazy Old Testament curling god. Comes the last shot for Team Wiggins over here.
Looks like she put some weight behind that, too.
Yeah, I saw her push out, and it looked like a positive release on it when she let go.
Yeah, and they got Ben on the counter sweep.
I think that's going to go into the pile here.
I think so. Yeah, it's going deep.
Let's see, where's it? Oh, it's going to sit and freeze. Oh, no, it's just short of a freeze, actually.
That's actually not bad at all.
Oh, no, it's not.
There's relatively no way that they can get to that shot.
Exactly. If you're the Pittsburgh team here, Team Buffington, how do you hit all those out and still sit one? Worst case scenario is you mess it up and you're down 5 more. I feel like Shakes will come after that. Well, looks like they are just going to sit there and blast at the pile and see what happens.
And it looks like they're going to try to smoke the middle one. The one that's just biting the 4-foot. Take out those 2 stones, the one that's also sitting full 4.
Yep, I agree.
And then try to limit them to 2, maybe get lucky and get 1 if they can roll on.
Ton of weight, you hope to limit the damage here. I don't see anywhere else you can come. You can't really curl in from the right side over here. You can't go from the left side. The only things you could promote are Yellowstone, so unfortunately this is the shot that has to get there. Time for Steve Buffington over here to sit there and show us what type of shot he can pull off.
All right, there goes a bullet. It's a bit wide.
Yeah, wide's not horrible here, though. I mean, it's not the best. Oh, no. Are they going to go right through the
They
hole?
might go right through.
Oh, that would be horrible. Actually,
Hey, there you go.
That might be one of the best possible outcomes for them, to be honest.
I think so. It's like 1 yellow.
Yep.
That was pretty well done.
I agree. I'm impressed by that shot. I thought they were going to sit there and sit on the pile and lose 3, or they were going to sit there and go wide, but they got it in there to get second shot and count down yellow to only 1 point that round. I feel kind of bad for Lara Yee over here, the lead for Team Wiggins. She keeps wanting to get the opportunity to sit there and throw corner guard, but I feel like she's been forced to sit there and throw center guards the entire game.
Yeah.
Let's see, is Ann going to tell them to put a center guard? Oh, she wants it in the house.
Top of the house.
Seems pretty reasonable. Make Team Buffington chase you the entire game. You must be pretty confident in their ability to do takeouts in this set.
So as we have our feature sheet coming into the 6N, I'll update you on our other sheets here. Over on sheet A, we have Team Shirk against Chesapeake Bayhoppers, and looks like the Bayhoppers are in the lead.
You physically can't get any farther away from the desk over here, by the way, Spencer.
6-3, and they're halfway through the 6N.
On sheet C, we have Team Ranganarando Patamuku. Would you like to pronounce that in a better way than me?
Longu Irondo.
Patamuku.
Oh, Long Island. Their name is like the romanization in Japanese.
Oh, so fancy
Yeah.
they are. I got the Patamuku part.
Yeah.
But versus Team the reigning CB champs. And on this sheet, I actually don't know which team is which color. Well, actually, we can figure this out. Yellow looks like to be Team Patamuku, and they are currently down 7-6 in the 6th end.
Right, and I'll be right back for the for sheet B here.
Hi, Greg from Houston, Texas.
All right, for the sheet D update, we have Pawa to Hamu against, I forgot their name. I had to memorize it.
The other team.
A little rub off of this is good, too. Beautiful. That'll work.
And Tres Amigos, that's T-R-A-E apostrophe.
Oh,
S.
not Tres Amigos, but Tres Amigos.
Yes.
I get it. It's a play on words.
Yeah.
Who would have expected that from a curling tournament or a curling Bonspiel?
Come the other way.
I hope nobody on that team is named Trey. That would sit there and make my day.
Score over there is 6-2. They're halfway through the 7th end.
Wow, sheet C is actually pulling two guards that are about on the 1 foot past the hog line. I'm impressed by that decision. Okay, back over to sheet C, or sheet B here.
Watch one, oh, guys! Steve, help us!
Looks like the second shot for Team Buffington is attempting to sit there and get. It looks like they want it to be in the house, and they're getting it in the house, but it will still be mostly visible from the center line. I'd say it might give Ben Keane here for Team Wiggins a good chance to get the shot out.
Looks like Ann's
Actually,
going to
no.
call for another draw in.
I agree. This looks like
Stack
another
two
draw.
shots, yeah. It's always pretty safe play. Stack your shots. Everything will be undercover, and it'll be very hard to remove either one.
Throw a ton of shots in here. Really, Wiggins is perfectly fine to give up 1 or 2 points in this end. They just want to make sure that they don't get a big end taken against them. Though they're going to get right past the guards. This is a very good-looking shot, actually, right here.
Gonna tap a little bit.
Yeah, a little heavier than they want to be, but at the end of the day, I mean, that's pretty darn close to the bright right.
And Buffington's gonna fall down.
Yeah, you can probably see the. Are they going to follow down, or are they going
Yeah.
to try to sit there and get
So-
a double?
Backline weight, maybe just a pushback. I don't think it's gonna be double out though.
Yeah, I feel pretty sure you would lose your shooter if you sit there and go for the double here. They probably don't want to sit there and have that happen.
It looks like it's narrow, a little bit
Yeah,
heavy as well.
I agree. I'm a little worried about it being narrow.
Getting
Can't tell if it's going to hit these guards yet, but I think it's going to hit the guards. Yep, just taps off the guards at the top of the house and splits the two in the front and loses the shooter out the side. Gives Team Wiggins a chance to throw another guard up and change the game around a bit.
Looks like she wants to control that corner there.
Definitely.
It's a good plan.
It's just maybe a little soft for release, so I think that's what it was. It might not have been making through that much. I think it just wasn't as hot.
I feel like this is a little hot for a guard. I think this is going to end up in the house. No, actually, it's slowing right down through here.
Definitely needs a curl. It's a bit wide.
I retract my previous statement. That died a lot about halfway down the ice down through there. It's a little wide, but takes off a little bit of a line through there. Yeah, hit and roll over here is what it looks like is the intent for Team Buffington. Try and take that yellow stone that they probably see about half of or so out and roll behind cover. Get them in a good position that's hard to attack.
Okay, plenty of weight coming down.
Bump it back.
Might be wide.
Yeah, it might be. It's curling a lot near the end.
Guys, just find a way.
It's not going to get much of a roll, but it is going to sit there and bump the other Yellowstone out of the house.
Definitely does the job.
Seems like we have some Buffington fans over here in the house. They enjoy using the cowbell, as every good curler should. Cowbell is no longer not for making only records, but it's also for making curling shots.
I was thinking about hack weight hit, try and pop it out, but that would require crossing over the nose, and it doesn't look like the space is there, especially with that yellow on the top of the house. So she's looking to guard now, so she'll limit how much they can get.
I'm fully behind the decision. I'd be happy to guard the house up and force them to take two, or take one.
Line's good. Yes, line. Hard line.
From what I can see, it looks like a relatively good shot, as long as it doesn't finish with...
I think it's going to finish a lot here and sit on this other yellow. But it's
that
still
actually
gonna
looks
cover.
pretty good.
No, it's got it covered. There's not a draw path in there anymore. Yeah, looks like their skip's trying to decide if he wants to attack the other side of the ice now.
Make a big wall there.
I feel like if you're really risky, you have the possibility of trying to do... Oh, they're just going to look for a tap-out. I was going to say you might even have this like angle raise to knock out the yellow behind, but that's requiring a lot of curl at the very end so they're going to pass that red guard. Might not be possible on the ice currently.
Yeah. Hard line. Hard line. 3.
Great shot.
The shot is away. It looks like it's a tap up for the red that is currently in the third shot position. They're trying to tap it back to be the second shot or the first shot.
Looks like the stone's hitting the brakes.
Yeah, it is. It's going to get past, but no, that's a good
Got
shot
it.
right there. Oh,
It's
no.
going right
Wow.
through. Wow.
Oh, that's harsh. They sat there and hit about the only angle. They could have just sit there and thread the needle between those two stones, the yellow and the red.
That looked absolutely fantastic.
Oh,
coming
I
down.
agree. When it hit the stone, I thought they were golden, and then it just
Right
chose
on
a
through.
route in right
Yeah.
between. I need the reverse of a cowbell so I can like sit there and ring that when something bad happens I wasn't expecting. I don't know what that would be, but
So Ann wants to close the opportunity on that side now as well.
yep. She's had one close call, closed off. Where does she want it to sit? Does she want it to sit right on top of that red, kind of on in the middle between those two, I would think? You kind of stop
I
the
think
run
so.
back from the red in the center, and you can't hit the other red cleanly then.
She calls it on now.
Yeah. Are they going to sit there and bump off this red in the center? No. Okay.
Tucks it right behind the red guard. That completely closes off either one of those raises. That was fantastic.
Yep. There might be an angle for that other raise. It's hard to tell from our position.
There is
No.
a very difficult raise there
yes,
on
it's
that
exact
far right.
now. You can't miss it. It's an exact line to sit there and get it past that yellow, I think.
But the yellow is
Yellow's
ever
a
so
problem.
slightly behind it, so if you get the wrong angle, it'll just bounce right off.
Exactly. You can't miss it now. Sounds like we have an engineer talking behind us over here. I hear comments about thermodynamics, which are most likely either about aerospace engineering or mechanical engineering. All the good classes. Actually, chemical engineers take thermodynamics classes also. I don't want to sit there and lose our chemical brethren.
All right, so it looks a little wide and a little down as well.
Yep.
So they just bounce right off.
Now the shot is completely not there. They bumped their red far enough in that you now definitely have that yellow in the way to sit there and get the good raise.
And also want to cover this as well.
Yep, she's just going to sit there and throw up a guard in the corner and force red to take their one. I think what we're saying here is that Anne doesn't have the killer spirit. She could go for the promote of her own yellow to try to knock both of those reds out of the house. I mean, the probability of messing up is pretty high, but that's how you sit there and show your dominance on the other team.
Yeah, especially if you've been watching the Briars or Women's World Championship.
Exactly, you might call different shots then.
Like, hey, they did it on TV. Might as well, right?
The best question, though, is in this scenario, I don't even know if the teams from the Briars or the Women's World Championship would know what to do with this many stones in the house.
That's true.
That might baffle them. If you could get them to this point, they might fall apart.
But then, of course, you get the crazy triple run back takeout.
Who knew the quad hit was there?
Yeah.
They found it, but it was there.
And sit for 6.
I would pay money to watch that. If any of the Women's World Championship teams are watching our stream right now, make sure to let us know when you plan on doing that. We want to watch.
All right, looks like it was a pretty well set up guard here. Covers the corner pretty well.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see how they're going to sit there and get over here to that yellow stone sitting second shot right now. Their best bet might be chaos, and they try to hit the red that the guard in the center on the nose.
That's exactly what I was looking at, too.
Yeah, and if they get lucky, they might be able to knock that yellow back into their yellow and just split stuff enough that they get 2 out of it.
Yeah, so our viewers may not be able to see it very easily with our overheads, but there's a red guard just off to the center. If they were to run that back, then they can pop both yellows out and get 3 here, maybe 4.
Yep. Biggest problem here, though, is if you're a bit off the shot, you spill your own red and you let Team Wiggins steal another 1 or 2. Granted, you're going into the 7th end, or are we in the 6th end or the 7th end here? We're in the 6th end right now.
Yeah.
So you'd be going into the 7th end down 8-1 or something like that if you make the shot.
Yeah. The front end's talking about it too. They see it as well. But yeah, even it could actually, looking at it from the warm room, if they were to go for that shot, they would have 5 points. That's of course one of those shots that you see on TV.
Exactly. I agree with you here, though. I think they have to go for this. I don't think they can just take their 1 and walk away. I think that is essentially accepting defeat. I mean, crazy things do happen in Club Bonspiels, but go for broke here. I'm not convinced this is the shot they called, though. There's no way this has enough weight to do anything. This is going to hog itself.
I think so.
Was this intentional?
That was unfortunate. They got hog. Didn't seem like they were.
I'm confused on the call from that shot. I don't know what they were trying to do.
Yeah, they didn't get what they were looking for. I think it was possibly getting in through the port.
Oh, you think they wanted to go through the port out there?
Yeah, and then
Bump their red back maybe into the yellow to
I think so, yeah. Yeah, just push the yellow out a couple inches and then sit two. But
Maybe that's asking a lot, but might have been there. I can understand the weight they called there, though.
pretty wide ice. Looks like Ant's going to guard that court.
It sounds like Jared Shirk over here on sheet A is working on the switch sweeping idea over here. I hear him calling a set of sweep and not sweep to sit there and call the name of the actual sweepers. It's good to hear that that's trickling down to the club level to some degree.
This stone's going to overcurl a little bit, I think.
It's
So
good.
they're
It
not
doesn't
gonna
have enough
cover
weight
the
behind it
court.
either.
Does cover any run backs that they might look at, though. At least on the yellow stones.
Yep.
And they're still going to go for the port.
Yep, yeah, bring it along. Yeah.
Yep. Looks like they are still going to sit there and go for the port, but I still don't believe that they aren't willing to try that red run back. I just personally don't think that the conservative play call here is the right play call.
Yeah. Marie Rose, the lead, she's coming down to talk about this fantastic run back idea.
I mean, I definitely agree with the statement where
Yeah.
that run back sits there. It's hard.
Yeah, in terms of the
it's
numbers.
not a high quality or a high probability shot in any stretch of the imagination.
Yeah. As far as the numbers go, they absolutely need the shot.
Yeah, I'm completely with you here. You have to call the shot.
Because they can get 5 points out of this. It's a risk, but it's a big payout, and you got to go for broke here. There's really no other alternative. They need the points, and it's a possibility.
Yep. You sit there and you go for it, and if you don't hit it, well, at least you tried. I prefer walking away trying the hit to win the game, but... Oh, are we getting our own goodie bag over here?
This is for my team, actually. Oh, sweets. Green tea Kit Kats. Love it. These are my favorites.
Well, we know
Thanks,
Bob
Bob.
doesn't really need anything from the bag. He sits there and he works off of just energy alone, not off of Kit Kats. He can designate it over here to the broadcasting team, and probably will give him good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Yeah, Bob Williams. He'll be playing for Rochester team tomorrow. That's the first draw. I'm actually yeah, they're playing for Bob. They're coming down here all the way to Potomac. I'm playing as the fifth for that team.
Oh, they're just trading off. You went up there to Rochester for the Dykes. They come down here for Potomac for the Cherry Blossom. It's kind of beautiful symmetry, really. Well, it looks like, oh, here come the shakes. Team Buffington only stole one out of that. Their hit didn't work as expected, and they're shaking. It looks like the winner of this game will be Team Wiggins from Potomac. They will win this game 7-1. We're going to go ahead and switch over to, I'd say we switch over to sheet C. But that was definitely an interesting game. Probably didn't happen exactly like Team Buffington hoping it would, but this is maybe their first time playing on Potomac ice, so because of that, you always take a while to sit there and figure out how they set up for the different clubs' ices. That is indeed the final for the game, 7-1. We're going to sit there and bring you over to sheet C so we can watch the team between Potomacu and the reigning Cherry Blossom champs. That's, I guess, a good way to sit there and call themselves. They want everybody to know that they have
Yeah.
a target on their back and to go full out against them.
Yeah. Yeah, coming home here in the eighth end. Long Island Potomac rink is skipped by Michael Green. And the reigning champs, skipped by Richard Chin.
Yep.
Nice peel.
It definitely is. They've taken a decent lead going into the 8th, so they're just sitting there and playing
Bringing
the
it down the
remove all
numbers.
of your stones from play that I can.
Yep.
Don't blame them for a second. This is my favorite type of gameplay. I enjoy when you rely on the ability for your teammates to sit there and make hits, and you just chase people down and make hits all day long.
Line's good. Yep. Coming.
So 1 yellow stone down to the 8-foot. Doesn't look like it's fully undercover, but it might just be enough
3/4.
to make it a little bit of a difficult peel. Looks a little tight. And just around the guard. Long Island Potomac has 4 stones left. They got to make every single one count. And here comes the number 5 stone from Vice. Carry Lucky. Tuck it right behind the guard. Yeah, it looks a little heavy. It's going to go deep. Just sticks around in the back. And another successful peel. Three stones left. Gotta make every single one count for the tie. Let's see if the Vice can adjust just enough. It looks pretty wide, pretty up weight. Stone might sail through. And Richard sweeps it out. That's the game. Handshakes all around on sheet C, and the victory goes to reigning Cherry Blossom champs, Potomac Curling Club team, skipped by Richard Chin. We still have a game going on sheet A. See if we can get it panned over. That's the sheet with Team Shirk against Chesapeake Bay Hoppers. Team Shirk throwing yellow stones. And that was the number 7 stone from Team Shirk, just went by. Can't quite see the score. Chesapeake Bay Hoppers sitting 7 points. And Team Shirk having 3 points. closing up the 7th end. Chesapeake Bay Hoppers with their number 8 stone. Skip, Rick.
Okay, looks like we've been able to
Palula.
get the mic to head over to sheet A.
All right.
Oh man, they're gonna need me out there in a second for ice prep. Eric's so fast to sit there and get on the ice and prepare for the next set of teams playing.
So this is rock number 8, Rick Balula, Chesapeake Bay Hoppers. And from what I can see from our overhead, it looks like there's one Yellowstone sitting shot. And you want to get this red stone just under that yellow. They're setting a guard, making it kind of difficult to go in through that draw down that line. So Jason Fountain-Device and George Shirk Skip, they're...
Is this the last end or is this the 7th end?
This is the 7th.
Oh, they've been slow at curling, then,
Yep.
haven't they?
This will be George's last stone. They're looking at a raise here. Or the possibility of going through either one of those 2 ports. It's pretty dangerous, though. It looks like there's a little bit of a strange finish down there with the way the rocks sit at the very end. So what I'm thinking of the shot here is George might go down the center line to pop the yellow in, the one that's sitting on the left side of the center line. We'll see what handle he sits. And that's what he's going to do. He's going to go straight down the center line. And it looks like he's going to roll on. Oh, I'm sorry, there's red at the back there. And red stole one. Handshakes all around. Sheet A, that closes our draw, our first draw of the night. Once again, thank you all for watching. This is Spencer Stevens, Joe Morrison. Potomac Curling Club Annual Cherry Blossom Bonspiel.